Have you ever taken a blurry or out of focus photo? I've taken plenty, and one of the best ways to fix it is to properly hold your camera. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to properly and steadily hold your camera so next time you go to take a photo, you don't miss that important moment. Let's get right into it. My first tip for properly holding your camera steady is to make sure you start with a good primary grip. Now this is going to be your right hand, the hand that actually takes the photo, and you want to make sure you have a nice solid grip on your camera body. Now as camera bodies get smaller, say mirrorless cameras, you may have larger hands than the grip. Sometimes your pinky falls off the bottom, and that's okay. You can keep it on the bottom as a little bit of a bottom support there. Just make sure you have a good solid grip on the camera, and your finger should go all the way across the shutter button. Now pressing your shutter button is a whole nother topic, and I have a whole nother video dedicated to properly pressing your shutter button for sharper images. I'll link to that down in the description and up in the top of this video. The next thing you want to do, if we're looking at the bottom of the camera, I'm going to take my left hand, make an L, and swoop it underneath. That is providing extra support for my camera from below. One of the things that I see a lot of times with amateur photographers and someone who is just picking up their first camera, you will see them chicken wing their camera and usually focus from the top, hold their camera like this, or focus from the side. I don't want giant flapping chicken wings. I want to hold my camera underneath. That is very stable, much more stable than this as I shake my camera around. Keep your elbows tucked in, and that will provide a much steadier shot. Even if you're shooting verticals or portraits, you don't want this extra arm flopping around. Keep everything nice and tucked in. Now another tip, remember how I mentioned a human tripod? You have one leg here, and your head becomes another leg of the tripod when you press your camera up against your face. So when you're going to shoot a photo, you have 3 points of contact up against your body, and you're essentially creating that human tripod. And remember, squeeze your camera up against your face and you will be getting a nice steady shot. Now, there are a lot of people out there that like to shoot using their little viewfinder on the back of your camera. That's okay. I'm always going to recommend that you actually have your camera up to your face and you're using your eyepiece. But if you really want to use your back viewfinder, make sure you have your camera, again, closer to your body versus way out here wobbling around. Again, the closer your camera is to your body, you have that center of balance moved closer to your chest. You're going to be a lot more steady and a lot more stable with your photos. So what about a telephoto lens? I just threw a 70 to 200 millimeter lens on my Z6, and we're going to hold it and use the exact same principles that we used before. I'm going to find the center of gravity and the center of balance right here, which is about the middle of the lens because the lens is so much heavier than the camera. I'm going to hold it right there, find that center of gravity where it feels nice and balanced, get a nice good grip with my right hand, and again, use that human tripod method, exact same principles. You don't want to be holding your hand super close here, that leads to wobble, or way out here. Again, we're kind of chicken winging again with our elbow. You want to be nice and tight to the body, find that center of balance, and you want to feel very balanced as you're shooting. You especially don't want to be chicken winging with a giant lens like this or shooting like this, because this is a very big lens not to have fully supported. You're going to get very blurry photos. And my last bit of advice, which is extremely important, is your stance. Your stance is extremely important to how steady your shot's going to be. None of this other stuff matters if you have a wobbly stance or you're falling over as you're taking your photo. So what I recommend is you stand with your feet about shoulder width apart. You really don't want your feet together next to each other like this with your knees locked. You're gonna wobble all over. If there's a strong wind, it might just push you over. And remember, every time you move, your image is going out of focus and you're getting blur. So feet shoulder width apart. I actually like to take one foot and usually my left foot, put it up in front just a little bit. So the front of my right foot is lining up with the heel of my left foot. So I have a nice solid stance just like this. Bend the knees a little bit. Don't lock your knees. You can pass out if you're standing too long with your knees locked. You're also more mobile, but more steady. I can move to the left a little bit. I can move back and forth a little bit. When your feet are in line like this, people tend to lean forward, lean backwards, and every now and then you might just fall over because you don't have a solid stance. So just to review, we have our feet shoulder width apart. Again, you don't want to be too far or too close. You want to feel like you have a nice solid stance. I always like to have my left foot forward just a little bit, my right foot back just a little bit, again, so I can lean with bent knees and not fall over. I want to have a nice steady grip on my camera, grip from down below, elbows in, and camera right up to the face. And that's really everything you need to know to properly hold your camera. Not only are you going to get steadier, more in focus, sharper shots, you're also going to look like a pro now. And every time you see someone shooting like this or like this, you're going to say, hey, look at that amateur over there, while you're looking like a pro, properly and steadily holding your camera. So if you learned something in this video, be sure to hit that like button, and to help out the channel, be sure to share this video with any photographer friends you might have, maybe somebody that you've seen chicken winging their camera. And as always, make sure you subscribe for more photography tips, tricks, and hacks. And until next weekend, get out and go shoot.